Hello everyone, this is Joanne, and I went to Dollar Tree today, and admittedly I have been going a little crazy at Dollar Tree lately because of the raising of the prices. So when I see things that are $1.25 now, I'm tossing them in, my favorite items, and some new items. Well, quite a few of these items are new, but there's a few repurchases, and I'll tell you as I go through. So again, I'll kind of set stuff off to the side and show things one at a time. I feel like that's the best way to do it. So these are a repurchase. These are these little iron-on, I'll bring them up a little closer for you. Little iron-on patches, little cake, and stacked ice cream cone. And they're just adorable. And I use them in junk journaling and other crafty endeavors. So these, I don't know if I had seen these before. Sometimes the glare from these stickers is a lot, so I'll try to take off the plastic. But these, my son lives in Hawaii now. Okay, I did that and then I didn't get the plastic out. Actually, if I'm storing these, this is a little tip if you're flying home from somewhere or storing them. I take the little cardboard out, or it's almost like cardstock, but I take that out. And then if I'm storing them, I do this. I feel like, you know, this extra weight. No, but if I'm flying home and I want to pare things down, I will take this out. And I do it anyway. I recycle this. But another idea for cheap junk journaling is use this. Just cut off this part and cover the back with a pretty image or gift wrap or whatever you have on hand for images, pretty magazine picture, and use them as journal tags. They're great. I mean, you know, there's lots of ideas for junk journaling that are cheaper. So, but these are cute. They are these like tropical little, they are raised. So there's like, what is this, a cockatoo or a cockatiel? And flamingos and little pineapples. So our son lives in Hawaii now, and so we're visiting him periodically. And so for my tropical travel journals, I wanted these. I thought these were super cute. And all of the things are $1.25 unless I tell you otherwise. So those were $1.25, and I will let you know if any of these are not. So these were both $1.25. I think I had seen these in the past, but I do have a lot of stickers. But since the prices are going up, you get 96 in each of these, and I also am a reading and writing tutor for young children. So these are great for if they have little homework from me. These are great for putting on smiley faces and things, but I tend to use more of them in junk journaling. So, but just thought these were cute. And I do have an Etsy shop and now a Ko-fi shop, and I like to, you know, put a sheet of these in for a little free gift, or include these with purchases, things like that. So now these again are a tropical feel, and I hadn't seen these before. This is the new Lilo and Stitch movie, I believe. I think this is his little girlfriend, and I have not seen the new movie, the newest Lilo and Stitch, so I don't know what her name is. Is it Angel? I thought I saw somewhere where it said Angel. Am I making that up? Okay, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, you'll have to let me know if you've seen the movie, what her name is. I couldn't remember Flounder the other day, and so many of you were like, it's Flounder. And you know what happened? After my haul, like right after, like 1 minute after my Dollar Tree haul, I had gotten this little lip balm, and this is Flounder, and it was with Ariel, you know, and right after the haul, like 1 minute, I was like, Flounder. Yeah, but anyway, so I don't know this little Lilo's girlfriend's name, but they have this set of stickers. They have Mickey and Minnie Mouse and Superman. I've seen like this, and there's always the same type of cover where it'll say, you know, over 150 stickers for $1.25, ages 3 and up, and then it includes 4 sheets. One is a puffy sticker sheet, glitter sticker sheet, foil stickers, and then glossy stickers. So I'll show you what that looks like in case you haven't seen these. You may want to get some, but so the puffy ones are the first sheet, then it's glitter stickers, and the glitter doesn't have too much fallout, thankfully. And then the shiny sticker sheet, which is always hard on camera because you get a big glare. Looks like they're doing like little disco dancing. So why am I not able to? There we go. I'm trying to do it one-handed. All right. And then just like a regular sticker sheet. So looks like Lilo and his little girlfriend are dancing. So cute. But anyway, so maybe I spent too much time on that one. Sorry. But I like to show you everything. And so this is a repurchase. These are scented stickers, and I've only seen them in this sports theme. But I'm curating a sports-themed junk journal kit, or several, for my Etsy shop. So I thought, well, let me buy another set of these. There's 106 pieces, so 106 separate stickers for $1.25. So I thought that's a good deal, and it's nice that they are scented. You have and they're playing the different sports. So I think it's the same sheets throughout. So yeah, yeah, and I wish they had different types of these scented stickers, but I don't know why they just came out with the sports ones. So that, I don't know. I don't know. If I worked at Dollar Tree, things would be different, people. And then, yeah. All right. So these are two coloring books. And I normally don't buy too many of these because the Dollar Tree one, these are Crown Jewels. They tend to be pretty thin pages, but these aren't too bad. And I liked the kind of seaside, well, what does it say? Seaside retreat. So I like this ocean seaside theme. And again, we'll be visiting Hawaii a lot, and so I thought it would be just nice to have these. I guess I could flip through a little faster. So, but if you want to see the images, maybe then you'll know whether you want to buy it or not. So we'll all go this way, and then you can see them a little better. Even if you were going to the East Coast, or like where there's, we have some lighthouses. I live in Wisconsin. We have some in Wisconsin and Minnesota. So if this is pretty with the whale. And again, these are not to use Sharpies with, or markers that will bleed. These are better to use light markers. Maybe some of the Crayolas would be okay, or even better would be colored pencils, or just tear it out and put it on some sort of backing, so that if it does bleed through, you're not ruining the other pictures in the coloring book. If you're an avid colorer, I guess you know that, but I just like to tell people because I've learned from my mistakes in the past. So I don't like this guy as much, but it'd be pretty though, I guess, if you made him like different colors. And it's always fun to jazz something up. And if it's normally a red lobster, maybe you can make it with all different colors, unicorn, or not unicorn. I was doing the rainbow colors. I was thinking rainbows and unicorns. All right. And this is pretty. It's lighthouse. And yeah, so I really was impressed with this one. I didn't look at every page, but I do like it. And that would be a really pretty image to cut out for junk journaling or crafts. That you could cut out. That could even be a cute little ornament, wouldn't it? Anyway, lots of ideas, right? Okay. And this one says Enchanted Escape. So, and these are great, just even if you're not using them for crafts, just using them when you're in the waiting room at the doctor's office, or, waiting for a friend somewhere. Pull them out, take them in a tote bag and a set of colored pencils, and you're good to go. And, if you do that, you draw a lot of attention too. People will be like, oh, I like the colors you used, but yeah. I like the fairy. I don't have a lot of fairy themed stuff, so I saw the fairy picture when I was paging through this in the store, and I thought, well, I would like that. And mermaids too. I'm trying to find some mermaid and fairy themed ephemera for my junk journal kits, so in my junk journals. So I like that, like a little house in a bottle, or jar, I guess. Cute. Another mermaid. So a unicorn. I am also curating unicorns. Oh, this looks like little treehouse, little fairy garden treehouse. Very cute. Another fairy. So yeah, so this is pretty if you want to pick this one up. So 16 coloring images, not a ton, but yeah. And I do like to support Crown Jewels because it's woman owned. And because everything was $1.25, I'm, trying to get a lot of stuff. So I am big into affirmations. I made some affirmation cards recently, and I like to remind myself to have some, self-love, self-care, those kinds of things. And I thought these would be great for putting in orders when I fill out Etsy orders, and just including in Happy Mail with friends. And so believe in yourself. And I love that little pom-pom banner across the top. So, and I threw this aside here. There are 15 nameplates, and these are in the teaching tree section of your Dollar Tree, but I hadn't seen this pattern before, so I really like this. And 15 pieces for $1.25 is a good price, and I think it's worth it. Now, this is a repurchase, and now I do feel that there's another one down in here, so I'm sorry if I'm crinkling and kind of taking some time here to show you. Well, I'm not going to find it. It might be in a different bag. But these are sets of 6 vellum papers. Now, these are for crafting or for junk journals. And like I said, this is a repurchase. So this is gold and red butterflies. And I just love to use them in my junk journals. And for $1.25 for 6 sheets, that's a decent price. So now these, like I've told you before, and you may know, Dollar Tree tends to do things in sets of 4. So these are stickers, and they look like those wax seals that you can make with, like, you know, if you have a wax sealer. I do not, but I like the look of these. I like these on an envelope, as if you sealed it with wax. It's just a fun look. So there are 18 stickers in this one. And this, I like this, the greens here on the images, and then 18 in each of these, I believe. So there's the, red and pink, and this looks like great for love, romance, Valentine's Day, and this is like a ocean seaside theme. That's very pretty, sea turtle and anchors, and this, I had never seen this one at all, and I don't know if I've ever seen these other ones either. I feel like these are new, at least they're brand new to me. So if you've seen them before, let me know. You never know when different parts of the country will get different items into Dollar Tree. So I feel like that varies. But yeah, and this one says good vibes. And for some reason, the good vibes are upside down. Maybe it was just the way they sealed this one. Okay, so it should be like this. All right. So 18 of these. I'm glad Dollar Tree makes mistakes just like I do. Makes me feel like that, you know, I like them even better because they make mistakes. All right, now, this is, they have their new autumn stuff out, and this is a craft kit. Has 6 pieces in it. I don't know what all is in it. So let's tear it open. But the problem is, you see this little red sticker here? This was $1.50. Dun, 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 dun. So wasn't too pleased with that, of course, but I still think it was worth it, so I bought it. But I asked the clerk, I said, hey, was that covered, those autumn items that are covered with the red stickers, are they $1.50 each? And she was like, yes. So now these punch out. These are little, and so I will use them as ephemera in my junk journals. And I love to make woodland-themed junk journal, woodland animals, nature, and autumn, of course, too, but also just the woodland animals. And I have a ton of woodland nature-themed ephemera. So I'm adding to that. So maybe I didn't need it, but there, okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sheets of that. So that is definitely, that's worth $1.50 to me right there. And then these, I think the idea is you're supposed to decorate these discs with the little items to glue them on there, or, you know, like that. But I can use these in junk journals, and actually I can use these for other projects too. I don't know yet what, but could bend them in half and make them a page in a junk journal. I don't know. But I really mainly wanted these sheets with the little animals and the autumn. For those for ephemera. I'll just leave those here a minute while I'm scrambling to get my other stuff out. Okay, so now I've said before I like lemon themed items. So this, I hadn't seen this notepad before. Now this, I believe, would be Jot, maybe? Oh, it doesn't say. It just says by Greenbrier. So sometimes notepads tend to be Jot, but, and I don't see. Now it's cool how it has, so it only has the bindings, the spiral bound here and at the bottom. So I think that's kind of a cool look, kind of something different. And I don't know, well, this one's a little banged up maybe. No, it's okay. I just gotta fix it a little bit in the back. I don't see, it doesn't say how many sheets, but it's pretty good size. And this is kind of a hardcover, so, and still $1.25, so thank you. Thank you, Dollar Tree. And this one, 50 sheet novelty notebook. This is $1.25, and it says, make every day sweet. Isn't that cute? And I really like this. I really like nice messages. And I have a ton of notebooks, so I did not need another one. But I just, again, I know these are going up in price. And I had not seen this one or the lemon one before. So I just wanted to get that. Okay, now this, I have seen these before, but I hadn't bought one before. Have you seen these? They had all different patterns, and I liked the floral image on these. It's a calligraphy pen, and it has 2 vials of ink. This is the cap, and then, you know, it's one of those fancy pens for writing. Really cool. And I thought, well, you know, I'll get one. I've seen them there for months, and I've never thrown them in my cart, and I just decided... it gives you some instructions on how to put the ink cartridge into it. So I thought, you know what, just for fun, for $1.25, it'd be a fun new craft to try once. So yeah, so there's that. This other thing is just a practical item. I bought some combs. Then I like Ticonderoga pencils. Now I know it's probably not the best deal to buy them at Dollar Tree because you get 3 in each of these packs, but I had given a bunch of these away recently when these women came the other day for the other evening to learn mixed media from me. I had included a pencil in each of their packs that I made up for them. So and I like these pastel ones, and I haven't seen these for a while. They're already pre-sharpened. And again, I'm a reading and writing tutor, so I'm always using these with the kids and my students and myself, and I like the bright colors. So, and I was running a little low on pencils, so I got those. This, I don't know if this, I think this was still $1.25 because there's no sticker over it. And I hope that it was, because it's only 4 pieces in here. They're little cupcake toppers, but I'm going to use them in junk journals. So I'm not going to use them as cupcake toppers, but that does sound fun. And I love cupcakes, but they're dangerously good. But here's the little, okay, I'm trying to show them, spread them out a little bit and show them. So, oops, okay. I'm like way over here. Here you are. Look at these. Yeah, okay. So they're really cute little toothpick holders. And if you don't want the toothpick, just pull them off of there. Like, you know, so if you're like me, you might stab yourself if you have them. All right, now, okay, sorry, I have too much stuff beside me on my desk because of other hauls that I haven't cleared out yet. So I've been really busy lately in real life, like, you know, off screen. And so I haven't organized all my stuff, so I don't have any place to put my stuff to the right of me, so they're all below me. Not that you care, but just, you know, explaining why it maybe take me a minute to get these. So these are educational posters, but I'm not necessarily going to use them like that. Let me open these up and show you. It might be too big to show on screen, but you can kind of get an idea. So they have a little sticker showing you what these are here. So, and if you buy them in the store, or if you're looking at them in the store, you know, they're obviously wrapped up so you can't see the whole poster, but you can see the samples of them on here. So this says, the power of yet. I can't do this yet. I don't understand this yet. I'm not good at this yet. What does it say? This doesn't make sense yet. It doesn't work yet. And then this one is the empower your brain. And so it's saying, instead of saying this is so hard, you say I love a challenge. Instead of saying I don't understand, you say I can keep learning. I'm not good at that would be the negative mindset. It says fixed mindset. Empowered mindset is I can get better at that. And the fixed mindset is it's good enough. And the empowered mindset is that the best I can do? Meaning like I can do better. So, so these are posters that I can either hang up in my craft room, use with my students, or just to remind myself. And I was actually thinking I might just remind myself and hang this up in my craft room, or I'll see, maybe down in my tutoring room. But also, if you didn't want it as a large poster, you could cut out each image and use this in junk journals or other crafts. So it would be nice to, you know, to have that, and then have the flip side, have a binder with that in it, have the fixed mindset and the empowered mindset on the other side, or, you know, lots of different things. Usually on the back of these, they have a little worksheet. Yeah. Okay, they have something about Nelson Mandela, and they have something about being a person of character. So pretty neat. And then there's other one that says, cool to be kind. So think about a real life situation when it was cool to be kind. So yeah, so really nice, really nice. And so you get 2 posters in each of these packs. So I already kind of explained what these said, that I can't do this yet. And then that's what that looks like. And again, you have some little puzzles and things on the back. This is great. What makes me tick, if you were doing a autobiography, I should say, be fun to fill this out, or have your kids or somebody fill that out. And then there's a character word search, and dream big. If you can dream it, you can do it. A Walt Disney quote, and says big dreams that you have, and you could write those down. And then a character crossword. So some fun things. And you could always, I think you can photocopy these as long as you use them for your own use, you know, like, or a student or a child. I think you could photocopy them and use them like that. Just don't photocopy to sell, obviously, but yeah. So this is, I had bought it's a set of 3 file folders the other day, and it's this pattern. And then, so it was my last haul. So if you haven't seen it, I'll try to see if I know how to link it below. If not, it should be just the last haul in my list. I always hear YouTubers saying that. I'll link the other video below, but I haven't done that yet, so I'll have to learn how to do it. So it was a little banged up. It was the last one that I saw there. I didn't see any others, but I like things in patterns. I like to buy, you know, the file folders, the plastic envelope like this, and the 3-ring binder, which, surprise, 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 I'm pulling it up here now. All right, so I like to have things in patterns like that, and to take them on a trip. This one doesn't match as much, but it does have those colors, so it was together with this. So, but yeah, my thought was, as I like this binder, and I have the file folders that I bought the other day, and these do not have pockets, so I actually thought I could adhere this pocket onto here and then have a spot for putting some little items in there, stickers or whatnot. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but actually it could go this way too. So that was kind of my idea, but we'll see if I get to doing that or what. So, but yeah, I just love this pattern, and so wanted to get that, like, you know, set. In quotations, I guess, I don't know. And then I bought this other binder, and okay, sorry. And then, okay, so this other 3-ring binder, really love this, and I believe that this is a repurchase. I had bought these recently, and I'm sure it's in one of my other hauls. There are 2 folders in here. And all these, sorry, these items are all $1.25 now. I will point out if any of the $1.50 items that come up, which I know there's a few more. But so there's 2 folders in here, and you get another pattern on the back. Let me open this, because the pattern on the back, you can't see it with all this writing on the bag, and it's a super cute pattern. It says, think happy thoughts, smile, you're out of this world. It's really super cute. So so this one matches the 3-ring binder. And again, it's a 3-ring binder, just like the last one I showed you. No pockets on the inside, just the 3-ring binder. And the same pattern on the front and the back. So this, I want to use this folder with this. I just like to do that. And then this one is super cute too. So I also like to, cut these in half and fold them and use them as a cover of a junk journal. And especially with these fun wording, the fun words and the phrases, and just that it's a little heavier duty for using for a junk journal cover. So that's an idea too. It's pretty cheap to get 2, you could get 4 junk journal covers if you cut each of these in half. So that's a pretty good deal for $1.25. So, and the binder. So there's that. Now, I did find another set of file folders. I did not find a binder that matched this yet. Just like the poster that said yet. I did not find a binder that matched this yet. I do believe, because I've seen other YouTubers haul this pattern, I do believe somewhere in some of the Dollar Trees, they have a sticky note set with these little balloon dogs on there. But I haven't come across that yet in my Dollar Trees. Now these are maybe a little more boring, but these are just these Jot 100 sheet notebooks. They're just spiral bound. This one's college ruled. Yeah, they're both college ruled. But because prices are going up, these are really handy. I like using these for to-do lists, and they're not, they're 5.75 by 8.75 inches. So, they're the thinner, smaller size, and I like these. So, even though I have a lot of notebooks, I wanted to get that. Now, this, I believe is a repurchase, but it doesn't look like, I had one that had flamingos in it. But these are paper cutouts, and let me open them because I think you might want to buy these. And they're still $1.25. So were those other items. So, but these are great for cheap ephemera for your junk journals or scrapbooks or memory books, whatever you're making for keeping memories, especially now for summer. If you go to the beach with your family, if you go to have you make your own popsicles, have with your kids or your grandkids. I just think that these are really cute little paper cutouts to use in journals or other crafts. So, and the pineapple, and there's a little cute basket, like a market basket or a shopping basket or like a purse, and sunshine, and the palm tree. So I don't feel like this is a repurchase for me. I feel like the other sets I had bought in the past were a little different because, like I said, I remember having a flamingo in one of the sets. So I don't know, but I could be going insane. Sorry for whacking that. It makes the camera jump and nobody wants that. So now these, I don't typically buy a lot of composition notebooks from Dollar Tree because $1.25 is a little more than like Walmart, I think, sells them cheaper. But I really did like these patterns. And I thought, well, prices are going up, so I would like to buy them. And I like this repeated love pattern on here. So they're the same front and back. Again, these are by Crown Jewels. This one's Jot, sorry. This one is Jot. And that's ugly when they have that price on there, so I'll cover that with something. But this one is Crown Jewels, and they have a little price area there, but yeah. So, yeah. So that was those. And I have bought a lot of these in the past, but I have not bought any for a long time. But they're really fun. They're just kind of nice to keep your brain active, I feel like, too, but also good if you're in the waiting room, or if you want to use the images in junk journals or the cover. That's another option that's great for these. So these are Spot the Difference. If you haven't seen these, Dollar Tree comes out with all different types of these. And so they'll have, and the answers are in the back, but you keep track of the differences between the two images, and then you can keep track in the little boxes up above, and they're just fun. I love them, but they're also vibrant images and just really fun. This particular one I had not seen before, and I really thought, when I flipped through it, I thought, wow, it has really pretty bright images. It's really summery to me for some reason, but yeah. And this is in Venice, of course, and so you just look for the differences and then keep track of them up above. So I usually circle them. If I'm not going to save the image, I circle them, but I circle on one side so I could save the other image for junk journaling. I could do that. I could do the puzzles and then save the clean image that I haven't circled for my junk journals. Actually, this looks like a fall soup, so you could be fall too. And here's a mime. So on these, you just find the one image that is different out of the whole bunch. So, this is be great for school supplies, like for a school themed junk journal, back to school. It's super cute. I didn't really look through this too carefully. I just saw that it had some bright, vibrant images and tossed it in. This looks like Greece to me. Really pretty. So, and fun tacos. And these are fun. These little, are they like little windmills? Or what do they call those little spinning wheels that you can blow on them and they spin? Those are cute. And a pretty bouquet. And, nice, what are these? Lotus flowers, like lily pads. And, elephants and a climbing wall. Okay, sports. I could save that for my sports theme. I don't want to use this bug. If anybody wants that, let me know. I'll mail it to you. All right, this is pretty. With all the different colored buildings. Oh, cute. Are you a cat lover? It's super cute. Look at that kitty. Very adorable. Okay. And some nice food. It'd be great for a, if you're keeping track of your trying to eat healthier, it's, I've done this before where I have cut out images of food that's healthy food and have used them in like made a journal with some of these kinds of images. And I actually, on my vision board for the year, I have some images of healthy veggies and fruits and things. And it just reminds me to take care of my health and eat healthy. All right, so let me reach down. Okay, this was a good deal. And it said it is an easel. And I have not bought one of these from Dollar Tree before. It was still $1.25, but I have to put it together. And it's an easel, so it'll be nice. I think it's pretty good quality for $1.25. So that I felt like was a good deal. And so these other items are $1.50 each, which I don't know. I still feel like these are worth it. But I was a little upset that they were $1.50, but I do like these. They look like sweater material. They're the pumpkins, and they're on sticks. And I think for these, I'm just going to, let me do this right now, if I can show you. Oh, no, yeah, okay. I can repurpose these sticks. I'm just going to pull these off the sticks, and you might be screaming at me like, don't do it. Let me do this a little bit off screen, so I'm like, okay, they're kind of hard. I'm not going to do that right now because I'll be making all kinds of grunting and weird sounds, and you'll be like, wow. So to pull the sticks out, but these are really pretty. So there was a blue one that I did not buy. I can't really show these on screen decent. So there's a cream colored one, a green one, a burgundy, and this kind of a orangish rust color. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna pull them out, but again, I'll do that kind of more gently well, no, maybe more forcefully. I don't know. Whatever I need to do off screen, but I'm going to put them in a basket. And I have a lot of pumpkins, not like these particular ones, but I have a lot of pumpkins from Dollar Tree. And sometimes they get a little ratty after a year or two. I haven't taken out my fall items yet. So when I get them out, if they're really ratty, then I will just, toss them or repurpose them or, so yeah, but I liked these, and so I was a little bummed that they were $1.50, but I did like them. So, all right, now, I'm not a huge snacker in my craft room, but I do sometimes have a snack when I'm up doing my crafts. And if you haven't seen these, I wanted to show you because I thought, well, maybe they would like these, and maybe they haven't seen them. So they're veggie chips and veggie straws, a little healthier than eating potato chips. No artificial flavors and no synthetic colors, gluten-free, no synthetic colors on this one too. And they're non-GMO, and they're by Good Health brand. And now these are good until September 2025. I'm sure we'll eat them before that. But I did want to show you these because they are, relatively healthy snack. I mean, they're not the healthiest. I mean, they are processed food, but they're better than some options. And I wanted to show you these, especially if you're getting ready for back to school and you want to separate these into little bags for your kids as lunch, or just take them along to work for supplement your lunch or have a snack in the middle of the day. I wanted to show you those. So that was those. Okay, now, admittedly, I have a problem because I already have some of these squishy pens. And I held off a couple different last Dollar Tree visits, but this time the addiction kicked in, and I saw the $1.25 price tag, and I saw another squishy pen, and it's with this astronaut theme that they've got going for the school supplies this year. And yep, I couldn't fight the addiction anymore today, and so I tossed it in the cart. Yes, I did. Okay. All right. Can't get it out of here. All right, so the pens aren't very fabulous on these, but the pens do come out if you want to use the pens separately and just have a nice squishy but they're really squishy and cushy and cute. And I'm going to decorate my craft room with it because my craft room is so undecorated. Oh my gosh. Just take a look at my craft room tour and you'll be like, how can you fit even a squishy pen in there, Joanne? How can you even fit one more thing in there? Well, I somehow can. So there it is. Yeah. All right. So this is a repurchase. So, and I think I may have shown these on another video. I don't remember. But these are empowering notes for your kids. So they're meant for kids' lunch boxes. And now these are all $1.25, these other items. It was just the fall stuff that was $1.50, I believe, that I bought today. Okay. Now, I don't have any kids school age. I do have kids that I tutor that are little, so I could use some of these with them. But I actually just love the vibrant, I feel like they're summery colors with this one, like Let Your Light Shine or spring or summer. Or it could be any time of year. And sometimes in the doldrums of winter, I bring out something bright and orange and tropical just to remind myself that winter does end. And that, you know, spring and summer are around the corner. So, but these are meant for writing a little note for your child, putting them in their lunch box or lunch bag, or even just under their pillow, in the, you know, for morning or whatever. But I like using these in my junk journals, and I like giving these to friends. So, and yeah, just nice. Can use them in my own junk journals if I want to remind myself that I can do hard things. So these are just great inspirational messages. So these are what they look like inside. If you've seen these in the store, I feel like they just have one. I think, I could be wrong. I don't want to say because I don't remember. I feel like there might be two different kinds of these. This does peel off. You want to use this for a gift for someone. This sticker does peel off. I feel like there's another dark blue box. But I feel like there's two different kinds of these sets, two different sets of these. But let me know if you remember below. And I'm repeating some of these now through. These, you know, the pattern does eventually repeat. What is there, 6 different ones or something? And again, the other side is just a little smiley face with the different colors. But bright, fun, whimsical, great for cheap junk journal supplies or crafting supplies. I mean, honestly, you can't beat the price of a pack of these because for all $1.25, that's why I repurchased them. 36 cards for $1.25, I feel like is a great deal. So I like to give you these ideas for deals for cheap junk journal supplies, because if you're into junk journaling, scrapbooking, then you wanna look for these types of things because, well, you know, it's just great to get a deal, you know. Okay, again, some more junk journal supplies. This is a repurchase. I include these with my junk journal kits. They are for poker, okay? And this one looks like somebody taped it up, like maybe it got damaged in the store or something. I don't know, but it's all intact. Sorry. Oh my word. Okay, I'm just gonna put that off to the side for a minute. Okay. These are poker chips that you can use for poker, but I like to use them in junk journal kits. So they do have the numbers on here, 10. The yellow is 10. Green is 20. Blue is 50. And red is 100. So if you're using them as poker chips, and I'm trying to see, there's 80 of them in a set. It's really cheap for poker chips, but also just cheap ephemera and they're not real thick, so they're kind of a nicer, smaller chip for adhering onto, like, I don't have a junk journal handy, but like, you know, for gluing onto a junk journal or a cover of a junk journal or on a page. They're not going to add a ton of bulk. So I like to include those in my junk journal kits that I have in my Etsy shop. Hint, hint. No, I just am mentioning that. Don't worry about it. And then this was just cute little rainbow notepad. Okay, my dogs just started to bark downstairs, so hopefully it's not too loud. So little rainbow notepad, just plain sheets inside. This is, I thought it might be Jot, but it's not. This does peel off, this sticker. So 60 sheets, 5x7. So just thought that was adorable. Wanted to get that. Now these, okay. These two items, it kind of got mad when I thought they were $1.25 each, but they're $1.50. I have bought these in the past. but they stack, and I wanted to have some more for my craft room. So it's not bad, I guess. You get two bins together, stackable, for $1.50 each. So $1.50 each, okay? But just keep in mind, I think all of the plastic storage now at Dollar Tree has gone up to $1.50 each, which is, you know, kind of a bummer, but still a decent price, I guess. So let me move these off. Now this says $1.25 on it, and this is an autumn item. So I was kind of surprised that this was not $1.50, but it's $1.25. And it can be for Halloween, I would say. I mean, but I was almost going to say you could use it other times of the year, but I think, you know, definitely is a Halloween item, right? But it's an LED light, and I think, are the batteries already in it? No, I think it takes some AAA batteries. Looks like maybe 2 or 3. I don't see, I'm trying to see. Okay. Light up batteries not included. Flickering effect. I feel like is it 2 or not? 2 AAA batteries. All right. So, yeah, but I was surprised. And this also has a nice little hanger on it. So this would be pretty to hang outside if you wanted to. Hang somewhere in the house. It's kind of a neat one. This is brand new to me. Did you think they had these last year? I did not see them in my Dollar Trees. Let me know if you saw these at your Dollar Trees last year, because I don't remember that. Now, you might say this next item is not a craft item, but I beg to differ. And now I wonder if I paid $1.50 because I see that sticker covered. Darn it all. All right. Well, you cheapskate, you're probably thinking, go ahead. It's worth $1.50, I suppose. But anyway, I am going to use this for my vitamins when I travel. But I also have used these in the past for beads or charms, and especially when you're traveling. If you want to use these when you're traveling and doing junk journaling on the go, which I always do, because when I'm going on a trip, because I'm always trying to do my junk journals when I'm traveling. So I like to use these kinds of containers because they're not going to take up a ton of room in my carry-on. So that's an idea for you for those. Now, I have showed you a couple of these in the past and in the past few weeks, but I really like these, and I really like them for making junk journals. The pages are blank, and I can glue the pages together to add some bulk for using them for junk journals. And these are made by Jot. So $1.25 each, 50 sheets in each of these. And I've got a couple more. So, but I really like them, and I like the size of them. Does it say the size? Yeah, 7 by 10 inches. Feel like they're a really nice size. They're a little bit bigger junk journal. They're about the size of a composition notebook, but a little bit narrower maybe. So our composition notebook's closer to the size of a piece of paper. I don't know. But I tear out a few sheets, and then I glue the sheets together. And sometimes I even use washi tape on the edge of these. I've done that. I showed a journal on my page on my channel where I did that. But so these are these two. Let me set those a minute while I get my other stuff out. All right. So I have some stickers, and I think, okay, I'm looking around. I think these are the last 2 items. Okay. You're like, all right. Okay. So I got these 2 sets of stickers. Now these, I had some stickers in my last haul that were like this puffy kind of different patterned paper cardstock type. But these were new to me. I think this one I might have seen before in the past and may have actually bought it. I guess I shouldn't say it's new to me, this one. But I feel like this one I have not seen before in my stores. So let me know if you've seen these before. Are these old? Are these new? For me, this one is definitely new. And then I thought that maybe I had seen this one before. So 11 pieces in this one. And they're those raised, 3D type stickers, pop-up relief stickers, pop-up. And they call them pop-up stickers. And there's 9 in this one. You can see. What you see is what you get. They don't have like an extra sheet in behind or anything. So yeah. But I like this little alien guy. I like the world sticker here. That's my favorite sticker. So I'm trying to think, because I always ask you, and it's only fair that I say what my favorite item was. Okay, and I think I'm going to say that it is this set of the ephemera, the set of these shapes, because I want summer to hang on a while yet. I know we're getting into August soon, but I want summer to hang on, and so I want to reach out and grab onto summer and be like, no, don't leave yet. So I think that's my favorite item. Let me know what yours is. And I speak with my hands. I'm always like shaking the camera because I speak with my hands. I think that's it. I think that is it, my friends. So, oh, and you can see my glasses. I always wear readers. I was like holding on to them and I forgot I had them in the screen here. So that's my favorite item. What is yours? What was yours from today's haul? Please let me know. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. I'm a brand new channel. I'm learning as I go. And I'm so glad that you're along for the ride, because I know sometimes it can be a little painful, you know, when somebody's learning, but I'm trying my best. So thank you. I just feel like there's more. Did I miss something? Okay. Yeah, I missed something. Okay, sorry. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. The last item. Da, 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 da. Okay, 6 sheets of this I showed you earlier, and I wanted to show you with this, but I couldn't find it. So this is vellum paper. This is a repurchase from me, 6 sheets. Yeah, they're just great to use in crafts. And I thought, you know, I'm in this frenzied shopping mode. It's only $1.25. Throw it in, throw it in. Otherwise, I won't have any. And when I buy it again, it'll be $1.75 or $2 or more. I don't know. So, and I don't think it'll be worth much more to me. I don't want to, if this raises up, maybe $1.50 would be okay. $1.75, I'd have to think about it more. $2, I don't think I would. So there's only 6 sheets in it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm getting to be a cheapskate. Who knows? Getting to be a cheapskate in my old age. All right, so anyway, there we are. So let me know if this item or another item was your favorite. And this time, for real, I am signing off. So thank you, everyone. I will see you in my next video. And I so appreciate you hanging in there with me. Comment below if you would. Also, hit that thumbs up button. That helps me a lot. And if you like me and my content and my weird sense of humor, hit the subscribe button. All right, thanks everyone. Bye-bye. See you in my next video.